Hi everyone. Have you heard about Airtable's new AI features? They are fantastic. I wanted to give you a quick demo today of Airtable's field agents, which can bring automation and artificial intelligence to your workflows at the field and record levels. Let's look at an example together. Let's suppose that we want to create um, a table where we will analyze some competitors' websites. So let's add here website, and we'll add this as a URL. Airtable has introduced quite a few capabilities in their new field agents. You can do things like document creation, document analysis, document data extraction. Also, you can do web searches and image generation as well. Today, we're going to be looking at mainly web searches in this example, and then at a later date, I will go through some examples for document extraction and creation as well. So let's suppose we have a website here, and I'm just going to use an example here. Let's say trophydepot.com. Now we have this website, and let's suppose we're in this business of making custom awards and trophies, and we want to know what our competitors are doing so that we can position ourselves stronger. So I'm going to add a new field here, and I'm going to use Omni, which is the new AI agent in Airtable to help build for us. So here I'm going to ask Omni to add a new field for us. Add a new field agent that will analyze the website in this record and research the site to pull the top keywords, or let's say top services offered by them. All right, let's see what it does. It's starting to think, and it will now analyze the table structure and start generating new fields automatically. And in a second here, we should see the field update. Okay, so it has added a new field called services offered. And what's happening is that it went and came back with this information from this website. And you can see here, it's listing all of the services on this site, trophies, medals, acrylic awards, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now we can pick a completely different site and see what it comes back with. Let's say, and I'll show you under the hood how this is working in a second here. Let's just look at one more example. Let's just use Airtable.com. And you'll see that it gives me an option to run the agent, and I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And it's starting to search the web. These are the services that were returned for Airtable.com. And we can see how fast and efficiently that information was research from their website. Let's add a couple more field agents here to really see the power of this idea. So I'm going to go back to Omni and ask Omni to create a couple more fields. Please add 2 more field agents to research the website in this record and return keywords used on the website. Return these in a bulleted list. And for the second field, return the website's Google search ranking. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, looks like it's creating the fields and is now searching the web for results. And let's see, it's already started to populate the keywords being targeted by this website, which gives me a good comparison if this was the industry that I would be in. And we can see that both of these sites are ranking #1 on Google for their particular industries, which is really good for me. Now, sometimes this may not be enough. You may not even know which websites you want to target. So let's look at how we can extend this idea. But before we do that, let's look under the hood a bit here. I'm going to go ahead and show you what the field agent looks like underneath. What you'll see is that the field still remains as a long text field, but here we've enabled internet search. Now you should know that each search costs certain credits. And for now, I think Airtable is giving free AI credits to everyone, but at some point, I'm sure they will start charging for these. And here it gives me the ability to also run this automatically when a new record is added. So I'm going to turn that on just to show you how that works. Now here it shows what model I'm using. Currently, it's using GPT 4.1, and I can change this to 5 or one of the other ones. Now each has a different kind of cost set related to AI credits, and you can see there are different types of AI models that can be applied here. I'm going to leave it at GPT 4.1. And here are the custom instructions that it created for me. It talks about, whose role to assume. You're a professional market researcher. And here's the description of the task, what you want to do in analyzing the website. What should the output format look like? List the services in plain text, bulleted list points. And it gives an example, and then it also gives a reference to the column or field in which the website is listed, so that there's no confusion. Okay, let's go ahead and save this. Now I'm going to add some additional functionality for us to see the full power of a deeper workflow. So let's go ahead and add an additional table. And I'm going to actually ask Omni to go ahead and create this table for me. And I'm going to say, create a new table with a field with the following fields. First field will be a keyword. Based on the keyword supplied, create a field agent to return the top websites on Google for that search. The list should be returned in a bulleted list. Okay, let's see it in action and see what it does. Okay, so we can see that it has created a new table called keyword search. And here it automatically created 3 fields. There's a keyword field and then 2 agents here that are supposed to return top websites on Google and the keyword category. So let's add a keyword here and see what it does. Let's use the same theme that we were using earlier. Let's say custom acrylic awards. And I'm going to go ahead and run these agents and see what they return. Okay, so here we can see here are some websites that have been returned by the AI agent. And these are probably the top websites that are ranking for this keyword. And it says here that this is a transactional type of a keyword category. Not sure exactly what that means, but fine. So how can we extend this further? I'm going to show you now what I did with this to take it one step further. And let me bring up a different base where I've already created this to show you how this can all flow together. Okay, so here's an example of how I have taken this concept and further created a workflow. So let's suppose we have this keyword custom acrylic awards, and here we see the websites that it's returned. And then it's just doing a count of those websites. And then I created a custom script here, and I won't get into custom scripting right now, but I created a custom script. What it does is it takes each one of these results and goes and adds them as records in this competitor detailed research, which is what we were creating earlier here. And what we can see here is that it goes and researches services, keywords, any blogs or case studies found on the site, its Google ranking, SEO analysis, and SEO score. And these are all agents that are running against this site. So here, I can just go ahead and click this button and it will run my script, and it should go ahead and add these records in here. And as the records are getting added automatically, we can see that it's already starting to do all of the research based on the one keyword that we started with here. So we started with a keyword, it found all the websites. Now I'm moving the websites to this workflow, and it goes and gathers all of this information here for me. And I didn't make these automatic, but let me just run a few of these so you can see what it does. I can see the SEO score of the particular website. I can see where it's ranking on the in the Google search results, and really there's even a further SEO analysis here that I can go and read and says why it feels that this site is doing good or bad, and it even gives additional suggestions of how the SEO could be improved for this site. So this can help me in clearly thinking about my own site and how to apply SEO to be competitive with these other sites. So I hope this was a good example of the power of AI in Airtable now. And if you want to learn more about Airtable and what we can do to help you, please go ahead and visit our site at airworkflows.com. Thank you.